Hi girls, it's really good to see you. I hope I'm talking loudly enough. I hope you can hear this really clearly. I hope you had a great time on over your school break, and it's great to see you. Come on through, it's alright. Okay. Mr. Andrews is helping me out to do this for chapel. Say hi, Mr. Andrews. No, don't say hi. Okay. I wanted to talk today about user versus experience. The Christian faith, in many and every faith in some regard, I suppose, would suggest to you that there is only so far you can go in knowledge before you must either immerse yourself in the experience or forget about it. So put it behind you and move on with your life, or immerse yourself in the Christian faith. And I was trying to think of a good way to explain that, and I thought of cars and bikes. I like my motorbikes. Maybe less appropriate in a girls' school though, or more appropriate in a girls' school is a car. Plenty of Year 12s will be driving by now, or thinking about driving, or hoping to get your points up to start driving. So what I've done is I found a car that I've never driven before. It's a little bit sporty. It's a little bit good-looking car. I wouldn't go so far as to say sexy, but it's a good-looking car, and we're going to have a go at it. So the first thing I've done is I've got the manual, the Mazda MX5 manual, and the manual, and in here, I mean, there's some important things to know. You've got the size of your glove box, for example. The glove compartment is a very, very important thing to know, what you can and can't fit there. You've got how to change a tyre and where to find the spare. Oh, and you can only do 50 kilometres on these temporary spares. I hope you're not going too far out into the bush, whoever's car this might be. And what else? You've got how to start your car if the ignition system fails. Well, those things are all important things to know, I guess, but there's only so far you could go by reading the manual without getting in the car. So let's get in the car, Mr. Andrews. As you can see, I found myself a Mazda MX5. Oh, Mr. Crawley's Mazda MX5. Thank you, Mrs. Crawley, for lending me a key. Mr. Crawley's in a meeting right now. Well, I suppose right now he's sitting in the front row of chapel. I hope this isn't going too far. I'm just trying to keep things interesting, Mr. Crawley. Let's jump in the car and have a look at it. It's a pretty good looking car, really. Steering wheel's a little bit sporty. Nice trim. You've got Bose surround sound provided, which is impressive. Only 2 seats. Not sure about being only 2 seats, but I suppose that's what makes it a sports car. And I'm guessing it's going to sound pretty good. Oh, there's a little tone there. Only a little bit, but that's okay. Again, still not experiencing the car. I know a little bit about it, having read the manual. I can see a little bit about it, having sat in the seat, but I really, I think I need to go for a drive to experience this. Ready? Not a lot of great rear vision. Is it on? Yep. Yeah, not a lot of great rear vision, Mr. Crawley, but that's okay. I'm sure there's nothing behind me. All right, let's take this puppy for a spin. Well, it's pretty responsive in first gear. It's only 20 kilometres in school grounds, girls, or 5 kilometres, maybe it's 5 kilometres. So I'm slowing right down. I'm abiding by the rules, as you should. Suspension's good. I mean, vision's a little bit narrow, but I'm getting a sense for being in the car. This is great. This is really good fun. I'm enjoying myself too much. I've got traffic coming, I know that. I checked before I rolled out. And we got a hole. No bunny hopping. No, no, no. So where should we go, Mr. Andrews?
Aussie fare for lunch.
Aussie fare for lunch? Fantastic. It'd be great if I could work out how to put the soft top down, but it's the middle of the day, we've got to be some smart about these things. Yeah, no, it's nice. Smooth gear changes. Plenty of pickup, straight out of first. I mean, it's a fairly light car, so I guess I could talk about the car a lot. more. I'm sure if I was working on Top Gear, I'm sure I could make the occasional quip or joke about it being underpowered. Probably, I'm guessing, brake horsepower of maybe 180 if we're lucky, but that's okay. You don't need a lot of grunt around the city. Is this person going to indicate? There we go, late indicator. But the experience, let's talk about the experience, the Christian faith experience. What do you know about the Christian faith? You know that there is a sense of morality about it. Although, I hope if you've been in plenty of my RE classes and the RE classes of the other RE teachers, you'll know that there's lots of grey in that. There's not a lot of black and white about morality. So you know, you could take or leave some aspects of morality. What do we know about Christian faith? We know that compassion is a big deal. And I would hope that you'll begin to think about how you can be compassionate towards one another now and also into the future. What are you doing with your lives that reflects any desire for compassion or a greater contribution to the world that is compassionate? We know that there is grace. The idea that someone, specifically in our case Christ, gave up that which is most precious, life, so that we might have greater freedom and greater choice, and eventually greater experience in the kingdom of God. So those things are super important in my view, and are central to the experience. Forgiveness, of course, is no small part of the Christian faith, and I mean Mr. Crawley and I and plenty of other people reiterate this heaps and heaps and heaps. You can't forget the importance of forgiveness, and it's so hard to do, but it is such a central tenet to the Christian faith. I think we might pause for a little bit and come back in a second. It's a pretty good experience. Pretty fun to drive. I think I would have rather had the soft top down, but I wasn't game, to be honest. Maybe next time, Mr. Crawley, maybe next time. I really just wanted to share this tiny little passage with you to maybe make a point about, to get you thinking for the rest of the term, for the holidays, and to set the scene, hopefully Year 12s for the last 6 or 7 weeks of worship for you. If anyone considers themselves a religious person and yet is not able to be thoughtful about what they say, they deceive themselves and their religion is made worthless. Religion that God accepts as being something which is faultless and pure is this: to care for the poor, the widows and the orphans in their time of distress, and try to keep yourself in the world but not polluted by it. There's a lot of wisdom in this, and yes, it is a bit of a manual and a bit of a guide. I do hope that you take up the bit of a charge today to think seriously about immersing yourself in the Christian experience for your own benefit and also for the benefit of the many people around you and around the world who desperately need it.